Go, look, you can see there, 9 minutes 20 seconds. That's just telling him how long he's got left in this session. Normally, I would imagine far more information on that dashboard. And since Jorge Lorenzo, they have Valentino Rossi to thank, of course, as he says goodbye. It was really that move in 2004 certainly changed the history of Yamaha, who were really in the doldrums at the time. They'd not won a Premier Class World Championship since Wayne Rainey back in 1992. 3 podiums. Rossi went there, not at the best of times, but he turned it around, of course. Don't underplay the involvement, the influence back in Iwata. That was also a big driving force behind Rossi's success. But we spoke about it yesterday in the exceptional press conference that Rossi had just before, and the pleasure of Yamaha's history and the success that he implemented back then, the foundations that he built. They're still capitalising on that now. They are the current MotoGP World Champions with 2004. Yeah, that win in Velcom will live long in the memory, won't it? 17 years ago. That'll be 18 years next year. You know what? That beautiful blue Yamaha, the 2004 Yamaha. I just felt like I was just in a time machine, transferred straight back to Velcom. I think every single bite you look at, actually, in that trip view, a memory immediately springs back into your mind. As soon as I saw the RS125, I thought of Robin Hood. They've been flooding back for him. Good lap times coming in at the end of this session here. Bagnaia still fastest. That could change though. The rookie Martin was second, but that's just changed because Miller's gone fastest. Nice when we listen to his comments and his thoughts. As Pal Espargaro has a bit of a twitch there as he comes through that fast left-hander. Valentino was even mimicking some of the noises, wasn't he? It was fantastic. That would logistically not have been an easy exercise to gather all those motorcycles together. Congratulations as well to Dorna and their team for helping put it all together as well, because the 2001 Honda, I don't think that one's quite worked yet. Yeah, there's not been too many people in the past that have probably said no to Valentino Rossi, but I think if it's not come now, it ain't coming, is it, Valentino? Let's be honest. 5 minutes left of this session. Miller fastest from Bagnaia and Lecuona. Miller's actually on another hot lap here as he gets...
Yeah, just before I ask Francesco about what's happening right now, I have to ask him what he thought of the efforts. Oh, I've heard there's a crash, sorry.
Yes, sorry, on top his GP21, hasn't he, at turn 2. Here is the replay then of Miller. The brakes, he was hot, really hot into turn 1. He had to sit it up, and unfortunately on the red paint, it's...
Francesco, yeah, before we ask you about what's happening right now out there, I wanted to ask you about Portimao. Both your guys doing really well, Zarco, and really difficult for some riders to get past, Fabio for example. And I have to say, I thought it was incredible. So well.
Yeah, it was really focused on the race and on that circuit after the big crash in last surprise, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. The feeling is pretty good. I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter what you're saying. Yeah, the weather was pretty good for all the weekend, and this morning rain was unexpected.
The World Superbike is having some fun out on circuit at the moment. A 40.569 puts the Tech 3 rider into P1. Luca Marini's also improved. He's up to 3rd. Initially having to isolate, I think after his brother or a family member had tested positive for COVID-19, then thought he'd recovered or thought he was out of isolation, and then unfortunately tested positive with a bang. At the moment, that's exactly what he's doing. He leads a 1:45.69. Quick glance at the timing screens. Looks like it might only be Johan Zarco, boys, but both falling. Both are absolutely fine. He had Petrucci down earlier on. He is still in pit lane at the moment. Checkered flag comes out. Zarco just got 6.9. It's coming from this man, Andrea Bastianini. Oliveira, this is a really good lap by him. He's desperate for a lap list from Oliveira. Bit of wheel spin there on the change of direction, but at the moment on course to go from 9th to 1st. He drops down the hill towards this final corner. So if you've got the skills, which of course all of these MotoGP riders do, they can make it look easy sometimes, and it's not. An improvement for Oliveira. He goes to 3rd, but it's a very strong session for him on that lap. He was up in sector 1, the fastest sector of anyone, and unfortunately the lap has tailed off as Quartararo then ends his session as ever. Yeah, so Quartararo then in 15th place. Lecuona, what a start to his home